Hello, this is Zycox and welcome to my series Let's Play Light and Darkness. So, this time we are at the Gorn Lake and are looking for the treasure of Sir Igor Luz. Yes, walk along the lake. And here we are. You will spawn all alone. And you can come here at any time. And if you see above, we have the same system from when we broke Melva out of prison in Praven. We are hidden at the moment, so there is a little stealth mechanic here. Yes. And I have taken the freedom upon me to borrow Melva's burst crossbow. And here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, as you can see, we have 10 free shots before we have to reload, making this a very nice ranged weapon for us, even though our proficiency with crossbows is not great. Yes. And yes, there's one more thing that I have to tell you. The treasure is in the lake, and if you go underwater, you will see that there is a breath meter. I do not think that the breath meter is affected by your iron flesh. And so this can be a bit of a problem. If you were lucky, then one of the gems that you have found is a blue gem, and it's called the Grace of the Ocean. And that particular gem will allow you to breathe underwater. Now, since we have not gotten a hold of that blue gem, we will need to find the treasure beneath the lake without that gem. So for those of you who didn't get that gem either, there's a way to get that gem, of course. Yes, so if you go here, you will run into an invisible wall. Of course, you can circumvent it just by going into the water and then, yes, going past it, and then you are here. But for now we do want that invisible wall. And then face the sun, just slightly to the left. And then, I hope you do have high athletics. I'm not sure if 5 is enough. It should be, hopefully. So let's run. And yes, let's go straight. This path. And I hope I got the angle correct. It should be fine, yes. Remember to run until your stamina runs out and then leave it. And then hopefully you will recover stamina fast enough so you can have a small burst of running once. Do a small burst of running once more, and yes, this should be correct. We need to run a little bit. Oh yes, and we will take damage soon. And oh, we are taking damage, so let's... Oh, there's the entrance. Oh, can we manage it? Oh no, yes, okay, I missed the angle a tiny bit because I was sidetracked. So there's unfortunately nothing else we can do. We must recover our HP, and of course, thank you. Yes, I made a little mistake of throwing away my shield. If I had the shield with me while I was running down, it might have healed me just before I drowned. If you do have the Grace of the Ocean, then the way to go is by following these rocks, as you can see. So you see this rock, and then you will see another rock soon by going down there, and that's the trail that you should be following in order to find the entrance. And note that the path will split once, and if you go left you will find a little chest, and if you go right you will come to that very same entrance that we saw just before. Yes, so I need to be careful because I've already used up my Shield of Fate's heal, and it is in cooldown, so hopefully we will not be needing it. So our stamina is recovering, so yes, here we are. I think we need to face that little bush right next to the sun. No, I think we need to go right at the sun. And let's not get sidetracked, let's just run straight at it. And as you can see, even if you die, you will, well, even if you drown, you will not actually die, you will just be reduced to 0 health. And you will not, of course, lose any dinars or any items. And oh yes, this is becoming a close call again. Quickly. Is this the entrance? Yes, there it is. Quickly, go. Yes, we are in. Yes, and you will have your equipment back again, so which is the reason why I had no troubles just dropping it. Yes, this is of course closed off. You will want to go right first. Let's see what awaits us here in this dungeon. And there we can see a chest, which is nice, and we can see a cave troll. Now we are hidden, and let's see if we can get backstabbing damage. Yes, we can. Inflict additional damage 50. So you can see that there is a reason to stay stealthy, and we find a big iron flesh crystal. Not really something that I need, but accessing the chest will reset your inventory, and of course you can switch out your inventory and your weaponry if you are so inclined. Let's see, let's go left, and we see that we arrive at the place where we shot the troll. There's the balcony. Let's head down and see what adventure awaits us in the secret treasure under Gorn Rosa Lake. Now I have to admit, I'm not a very good stealth player. I do not have the patience for it. I would probably be more patient if I weren't so martially skilled. But as I am martially skilled, I do not want to waste my or your time. Yes, a big power strike crystal. And of course, if you do need these crystals or any crystals for the national tournament, you can access this dungeon very, very early. Oh, yes. Yes, the tank sword is magnificent. There's nothing you can do against me. I'm just too powerful. Yes, and unlike Praven, if the enemies that can see you are all dead, you will be hidden once more. Yes, so let's go down. Take care of this cave monster. I think at this point I am already very, very powerful with very good armor the tank sword, or let's just say a legendary weapon, and power strike 14. But I'm pretty sure that this is doable even with less. If you do not have the Shield of Fates, you will be in a little bit for a challenge, of course. Yes, look at this area. This is a very nice new area. This chest is empty, yes. Now, I know what you're thinking, but unfortunately this dungeon is not random generated. It would be really cool if it were, a la Diablo style. But yes, we cannot ask for everything, can we? I think that for a modder to even go this far from native, I think this is quite an achievement. And what is really great is that every 2 days or 3 days, I think it was, the treasures in this dungeon will be restored. And actually the treasures are random generated, so there's always so it is always a good idea to come over here and get some nice new items. You will not find legendary weapons in this dungeon, but you can find other unique items along with crystals. Uh-oh, I need to... Yes, with energy strike it is not very dangerous. And yes, that troll is gone, so let's just go ahead. And this is to the second level. Look at this, yes. Very interesting. I can only say that I'm always amazed when I come down here, because it is so much work to do this, and as far as I know, the modder is practically a one-man team. Yes, and be careful here, these skeletons are rather tough. They can take a lot of punishment. These zombies take a little less punishment, but these nasty looking maces that they have do a lot of damage. So be careful. Yes. And another secret is that the minions here will spawn infinitely. If you feel inclined to farm experience, then you're free to do so. Ouch. I, for one, do not think it is... Yes, the AI is actually doing a pretty good job. They do parry a lot and block your attacks, so you do have to be careful. And of course, sometimes it is a good job to just stay hidden for a while, just to have them not all run after you. But sometimes it cannot be helped, and I think sometimes it is simply easier just to rush ahead and just kill everything that is in your path. If you are, of course, less well armed and less martially skilled, then I suppose it might be a good idea too. To actually try to sneak past. As you can see, I am actually taking some hits, and if I were not this well armored, I am pretty sure that this would be so much more challenging. Yes, this time again, I'm just happy that I got this very powerful helmet. They are actually parrying a lot. Yes, as you may have noticed just now, they spawn, but luckily you can just run off, and I really think you should. This is pretty dangerous. If you are fast and have light armor, then I think running is much more of a viable option, especially if you have managed to sneak to a certain usable distance. Yes, I'm sorry if you think that this is not really a challenge anymore, but in this case you are of course free to take up this dungeon much earlier. I actually intended to do so, but I simply forgot that I have this dungeon unlocked already. I mean the treasure map. So we are doing this now, and yes. If you are smart, or if you can find a nice pattern, then of course you're free to. We have some trolls here, but you will be taking more damage from these skeletons, I think. The trolls are just meat bags who soak up a lot of damage, which can be rather annoying, and they do parry. And mind you that I do have the Shield of Fate, so if you do not have this particular shield, you may find your shield breaking. One thing that is possible though, that if you have a ranged weapon and you are quite proficient with it, you can take out enemies from afar and still remain hidden. Seriously? Stop running away, you... Yes, as you can see, as I have said before, the skeletons take a lot of damage, and they do have some kind of skeletal armor, I think. I'm just happy that I do have the Shield of Fates and this magnificent Tang armor, Tang sword. And of course having the helmet of a champion is pretty helpful as well. So if you're hidden like this, you can take out Yes. So I've taken that sentry out. Now we are left only with very nice. Be careful of the drop. You do not want to drop down there. And if you can see these, yes, this is pretty much, this can be quite a challenge. As you can see, these are troll chieftains and they have very big weapons and not just a club like cave trolls. Oh no, time to reload. Be mindful of blocking overhead blows because they have a chance to crush your block. Yes. But we have killed the troll chieftain. Very nice. This can be quite of a challenge, and if you have seen that despite my heavy armor I did take some punishment as well. And here's another chest for another crystal. Very nice. So let's go down here and oh yes, okay, take some more damage. But thankfully the board will heal us, Board of Mother Earth. And actually you do not need to fight everyone. If you manage to run past the enemies, you will get in here and you will find the final chest. Yes, and we got lucky. We find these two excellent suits of full plate armor. This one is actually as good as, this is actually even a tiny bit better than the Royal Knight armor that I have. So yes, yay. Yay us. And unfortunately this also already marks the end of the dungeon. Everything else is locked. So yes. Not hopefully, but I know that in chapter 2, which will come out soon, probably this year 2015, we will be getting into the deeper levels of the dungeon. And maybe there is a small change in the first level of the dungeon as well, but we will see. So if you manage to come here, or if you do want to leave early, you can just tap out. So there is no need to fight your way back the whole way. Very nice. So let's equip our dear companions. Marnet, you will get this magnificent suit of armor. Borcha, you will also get a very nice suit. And if you look at this black Kurgan armor, it is rather nice, and it is of course much lighter. It is very good loot, and you do get paid for hunting down black Kurgats. So yes, so we have here a plain dark mail shirt and plain black Kurgat guard armor, so you can see the big difference. So it can be a very lucrative to hunt down these black Kurgats. 4612. This is actually pretty good. And Emira of course still has the Corazina green, which is, wait, this is actually not so great anymore, but it is still better than what else I have to offer. So yes, here we are. I have gained a level, so we will go for agility. Yes. Okay, great. So we have finished that particular dungeon, and we can yes, of course we can do even yes, you can continue hunting down black Kurgat raiders. And yes, so we can continue our main quest and travel to Tyr or Wurchak and talk to the mayor there. And if we run into any dark knights along the way, we can take care of them as well. So let's take a small detour to our hidden valley and stash the crystals and some of the armor that we have found. Yes, I'm pretty sure the helmet will come into play sometime. Yes, so anything else? Anything else? Nope. I don't know. I do not think we need to do anything else. So we do have quite a bit of troops. So yes, so I will travel to Tyr and then I will end this video. We have finished the dungeon and I hope you have enjoyed the little trip as well, and I'm pretty sure you will enjoy your first visit to the dungeon as well. So thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.